What's the dumbest rule you had to follow at home that landed everyone in the surgical room? I was making veggie tacos for dinner when my kids ran into the kitchen. Dad promised we'd go to McDonald's, they shouted. I sighed and shook my head. We've had McDonald's 4 times already this week. We're not going to eat that again. It's unhealthy, I said. But my husband cut me off immediately. Stop being so controlling. I'm the man of the house and we eat what we want. I tried to explain that the kids needed a balanced diet and home-cooked meals, not fast food every single day, but he just turned to them with a big smile. Mommy acts like she's such a smarty pants sometimes and keeps telling us what to do. But Daddy says you should eat what makes you happy. The kids cheered and hugged him tight while I stood there feeling like the enemy. You're not their friend. You're their father. We can't always do what they want, I reminded him. And you're not a nutritionist, he shot back. I'm tired of all your nagging about, oh, you can't have fried food again, or oh, don't give the kids candy. Give it a break, you little food dictator. Let me handle our meals from now on. I frowned, watching them go out to McDonald's for the 5th time this week and thought, fine. If he wanted to be in charge of food, he can have it all. So I stopped cooking, stopped suggesting we eat something healthier, stopped everything entirely. The first week was like a dream haven for them. Daily McDonald's runs, candies with every meal. My husband would come home with bags of fast food, holding it up and announcing it like he'd hunted and gathered for his family. He bragged to his coworkers about how peaceful his house was now that the food police had been disbanded. And they actually encouraged him with comments like, lucky man, and I wish my wife was that cool. He'd even show me those texts to prove his point. But by the second week, I noticed him starting to get winded just walking up our driveway. He'd pause at the doorway, pretending to fumble around for his house keys while he caught his breath. The kids struggled too. My son Elian was getting teased and left out in PE because he couldn't run without getting sick. My daughter Tori split her uniform pants and came home crying and embarrassed after her friends teased her about her weight and eating habits. Do you always scarf down food like that? Her best friend had asked during lunch in front of everyone. But when I tried suggesting maybe we go back to eating my balanced meals, my husband laughed. They're just growing. He bought them bigger uniforms and jackets to hide their growing bodies. Things only got worse. My husband fell over and injured his back after trying to tie his shoelaces. He was forced to switch to slip-ons just to go to work. He also got stuck in restaurant booths and started spilling into the seats beside him. Even our relatives started teasing them. At Thanksgiving, my husband reached over to refill his plate when his brother said, "Whoa there, that platter's for sharing, not for one person." Everyone burst out laughing, sharing twisted jokes about their weight. And while the kids looked embarrassed, my husband's response was the same to every humiliation. The world's not built for real-sized people. But it wasn't until the trampoline incident when they started to realize just how bad it's actually gotten. Tori's friend had a birthday party with a trampoline. And when Elian jumped on, a horrible ripping sound spread before the whole thing collapsed. 20 kids watched him fall through. That day, both my kids went over to my room and asked if I could secretly make them a veggie sandwich without their father knowing. And I did. I immediately started making them food and packing them healthy lunches and taking them out to the park to get some exercise.